and go for these courses. As always, guys, everything's kept on default to play, of course, the way the designer meant for it to be played. We are, as always, off the back tees, and as usual, the only things that change will be the pin sets.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for this event here on the TGC Network. We are here for this first event of the season. Lots of expectations on everyone here, but right now let's get down to the first tee and pick up on the action. And I think he's gonna like that. From 130 yards. Going with the pitching wedge here. And about 14 feet to the cup. Ooh, and it just misses. This one looks about 4 feet. And the par putt drops. And starting the round off with a par, not bad. And now the second hole tee off. And just absolutely pounded this drive. From 225 yards. That looks like the hybrid. And this one's looking pretty good.
That's way long.
And this putt's for birdie. Oh my gracious, that was close.
I'll happily take the par here.
And for the par. Ooh. That was very close.
I'll take a bogey.
And this putt is for bogey. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And the score to beat today, 5 under par for our leader. And next up is a par 4, folks. This one's looking pretty good so far. Yeah, about 130 yards to go here. I think this is looking a bit long. And I think that'll play safely on the green after that. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt's gonna drop for par. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now the 4th hole. And about 6 feet to go here. And a decent little putt there. And it's 6 under for our leader today. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. And look at this drive go. Going for days. And this next shot setting up significantly below the hole. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. And he's on the green, setting up about 12 feet away. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 over for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And just to correct myself, that last one ended up in the sand. This putt's for birdie. And that one will drop. And that hole's gonna bring him down to even par. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store.
Ah, crap.
And he will like that.
That
From
far.
20 feet out.
Definitely hurt.
So close. And for the par. Nice little putt. And after that one, he'll stay at even par.
And we managed to
And now setting up for the par 4. Well, this one's looking pretty good. From 115 yards out. And he's got to be happy with that. And this putt is for birdie. Five feet to go here. And that putt will drop for par. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And on to the 9th hole. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And he won't be too pleased with that. And I'm hearing this one is very deep in the rough. And I think he's going to like that. And about 11 feet to go here. For the birdie. And our leader is sitting on the top of the heap here with a score of 7 under so far. Yeah, I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 205 yards out. Okay, he is now on the green. And that one will drop. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. "16 feet. This shot might be a perfect shot, folks, for the birdie. And our leader's sitting on top of the scoreboard here with a round of 7 under. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. And I think he'll like that. And about 180 yards to the pin. And here's the 6-iron. All right, and he's on the green. And this one's for birdie. And a good putt. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And now, the 13th hole.
Oh.
And he's probably not too happy about that. And folks, this one is in the rough. From 29 feet out. This putt is for the bogey. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Well, so far so good for this one. Well, I didn't see that landing in the rough, that's for sure. Okay, it's setting up here in the rough. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this one's a 9-footer. Is this going to be too good to be true? For the birdie. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up on this par 3. Here is the pitching wedge. And with that, he will be putting. And this for the birdie. Ooh, and it just doesn't drop. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And after that one, 4 under is the score for the day. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. From 125 yards out. This is going towards the green here. This putt's about a 2-footer. And after that one, currently sitting at 5 under for the day. And teeing off on this par 4. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And I apologize, we've actually ended up in the rough. From 15 feet. And the par putt will drop. And after that one, 5 under for the day. And as he tees off here on the 18th hole, he is only 2 strokes off the lead. Let's see what happens. And he's currently tied for 4th up on the leaderboard. And about 170 yards to the pin. He's got to be pleased with that. And this next putt is for 66 on their final round. And that putt drops on in
5
for
under,
par.
I'm happy with that.
And as his event comes to an end, he's going to wind up tied for 4th place. Well, that will do it for our broadcast here today. From myself and my colleagues here at the TGC Network, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
And we are, of course, if there's a tour edition, we'll play that. Because that usually means the tour editions are harder. So let's jump in and see what we can do.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event brought to you by the TGC Network. This next event is one round only, so every single shot counts here, folks. Let's get down there now and see what happens. Yeah, I think you'll like that. Going with the 8 iron. Okay, he is on. And this for the birdie. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And starting the round with a birdie. And the wind could come into play on this one. I know some others have had some issues. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And nothing wrong with that shot. Okay, and hitting this par 5 and 2, that's some fine club work out there. And about 7 feet to go here. Ooh, just missing here. And tapping in for the par. And 1 under for the day after that hole. And now the 3rd hole tee off. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. From about $150.
Damn, that's nasty.
Taking a shot with the pitching wedge.
That line. Well, now when we've got a heat more.
I think he'll like that. And from 24 feet away. And for the par. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. All right, here's the 4th hole. Going with the 6 iron. And this putt is for birdie. And this shot could be just right. Oh my goodness, that was close.
Just not allowing enough for a break.
And he's still tied for first place after that one. Okay, let's see what the fifth has in store for us. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And about 205 yards to the pin. About 13 feet away. Ooh, almost, almost. And 13 feet to go here. And that putt drops for par. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And moving on to the sixth here. And this shot he's taken through the branches. And he'll be happy with that. And this putt's for birdie. And after that one, he's still managing to hold on to first place. And let's see what the seventh hole has in store today. Going with the 9-iron here. This one's heading for the green. And about 12 feet from the cup. For the bird. And no change in the standings after that hole. And the eighth hole is next. And he's probably going to like that. And 110 yards or so to the pin. And that approach is safely on the green, but a whole lot of work to do for that next putt. Ooh. And tapping it in for the par. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. Okay, and on to the ninth. Oh, and he's going through the branches here. And nothing wrong with that shot. I was going right through the brush on this one. And now from the rough. From 20 feet out. Ooh, just missing here. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that par putt will drop. And currently sitting at 3 under for the day after that one. And next up is a par 4, folks.
Ah, crap.
And I think he will like that. And if this putt drops, they can save par.
Pretty much. Why?
Ooh, that was very close. And this one is for the bogey. Okay, and now let's take a peek and see what's happening on the leaderboard. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And just about to tee off on this par 3. And going with the 6 iron. I think he'll like that. And this one's for birdie. Oh my land, that was very close. And this for the par. And that one's right in the cup. And as we check the standings, he's still holding down first place after that one. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. Okay, and from 180 yards out. And looks like a 6 iron. All right, and the putter's coming out now. Looking like 9 feet to the cup. This shot is looking too good. And that one will drop for birdie. And 3 under for the day after that one. And next up is the par 5. Well, this one's well, you'll probably like that. And this is about a 105-yard shot to the pin. Looks like this is going a bit long. And he's on the green. And this is for birdie. Solid putt. And after that one, he will stay at the top of the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. From here, about 105 yards.
Hi. Don't shoot me.
And I think he will like that.
Why?
And 11 feet to go here.
Yeah, of course you do. You're female. All women do.
Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. And this putt's right around 2 feet.
It's because she hasn't had the D.
And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And now setting up on this par 3. And this shot's looking pretty good.
So. If you think so. If you think so.
And this for the birdie. Oh, and it just didn't drop. And this putt is for par. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now setting up on the 16th tee. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And about 160 yards to the pin. It looks like a 7-iron. And I think he will be happy with that. And about 18 feet to the cup. Ooh, that looked good.
Oh, there you are.
And about 5 feet to go here. And that putt will go for par. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole.
Oh, crap.
Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. And he can't be very pleased with himself after that. And it looks like it's going into the deep stuff. And about 13 feet away here. And that one drops for par. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole. Teeing it up here on the 18th. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And let's see how this one goes. They're setting up below the hole. And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. Too much club, I think. And if this drops, it's for a final round score of 68. And that one will drop. And he's done it, folks. This event is over, and he has wound up on the top of the leaderboard, #1, folks. And that's gonna do it for our broadcast here today. Thank you very much from me and the team here at the TGC Network. See you next time.
He's Travis. Not a god, I'm the god.
Sorry, do you want me to write AKA Travis?
No, you're just the god. Everyone should know who that is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. This is our third event of the season, and we are just about to begin. Let's get down to the first hole and see what happens.
It depends what sort.
Nice shot. I think you'll like that.
That's right. I tagged her in one of them. But that's because it was the cat. You know the cat? Catman. She laughed at my comment of a gold.
And this putt is for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And after the first hole, starting the round at 1 under par. And now setting up for the par 4. I think he's going to like that.
12, 13.
And now he's going to be digging that putter out. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. And just missing. And tapping in for the par.
I shouldn't have
Currently sitting at 1 under for the day. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. I think we'll find some fairway here.
Say only nothing.
And about 105 yards to the pin from here.
Oh.
This might be a bit too much club. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead.
I'll be having a nap soon. Because I've had a busy day.
My goodness, close, very close, but no cigar. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off. Wow, there is some serious power behind this drive, folks. From 140 yards out. All right, and he's on. And this one's for birdie. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And this one's for par. And no change in his leaderboard status after that hole. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And pretty sure he's going to like that. I'm here. And that one goes for birdie. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. And this shot's looking promising. And he's going through the branches here, folks. I think he'll like that. Okay, and from 150 yards out. And here's an 8-iron. And this one's definitely heading towards the green. All right, and now he's on. This one's right around 8 feet. Ooh, that would have been good. This putt's about a 2-footer here. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And setting up this shot below the hole. Going with the 8-iron here. And he's in the short stuff now. And this putt is for birdie. Oh my goodness. And for the par. And after that hole, he's still in first place. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And there was some serious power involved in this one. And about 120 yards out from here. I think he'll be happy with that. And this putt's about 13 feet from the cup. Oh, that was so close. 5 feet to go here. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And teeing off on this par 4. And this drive's just smoking, folks. And this putt's for birdie. And finishing this one with a good putt. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. And next up is a par 4, folks. And just a huge drive here. And about 165 yards to the pin. And going with the 7 iron on this one. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. And this putt could save par. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this putt is for bogey. And after that one, he's still in first place. And now setting up on the par 3. Looks like a 7 iron. And I think he will be pleased with that. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. And that one will go for birdie. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And moving along now on the 12th hole. And a promising looking shot here. And it appears it actually ended up in the rough. Uh-oh, this is looking not good. And that was just a nice little sand shot, very close now. And tapping in for the bird. And currently sitting at 4 under for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. Oh, well, this is an insanely powerful drive off the tee here, folks. Nothing wrong with that. This putt's for birdie. Oh goodness, that was almost in. This one's about 3 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for par. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And setting up now on the 14th hole. And here's a 3-iron. This one's looking pretty good. And that putt will be safely on with a fair distance still to go. Ooh, and that was very close. And for the par. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And this for the bogey. And now let's take a look at that leaderboard. And after that, hole 3 under on the day. And moving on to the 15th here. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 235 yards to go. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that one's gonna... And he's gonna stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. Could have put a bit too much club on this one.
Way too much.
And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot. Too much club on that, I think. And this is about a 4-footer. And the par putt will drop. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And now setting up for the par 4. And from 135 away. Going with a pitching wedge here. And with that, he is on the dance floor. And this putt's for birdie. Oh. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And just launched this drive. Okay, and about 205 yards to the pin. Going with the 3-iron. And this one is on the green with a lengthy putt ahead. And this next putt is for a final round score of 67. Ooh, and that was very close. It just didn't drop. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And ladies and gentlemen, he has won this one. The event is in the books, and his name is on the top of the leaderboard. Well, that is all for us here at the TGC Network. We thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Whenever it's ready to load. offering and part of the Olympic design contest, and it is brutal. I'm just looking to finish this course sort of between even par and 2 over, and I'd be extremely happy with that. Super slow today. Which it has been like since the lockdown, with so many people using it. Alright, just let me stop this, guys, and restart it. I'll be back in